Well, I do what I do because I really like having small classes and working one-on-one with students. And I like working with undergraduates because I know that there are a lot of students, especially in my area, who they don't really know what they want to do, but they know they want to do it in science. And so I work with those students who are going to be the great employees, who are going to be great doctors in some cases, who are going to be great researchers, and who are going to work in forensics. I love seeing students fulfill their childhood dream and go off and be a scientist. But honestly, I still think the funniest thing that ever happened, it really wasn't that funny, but I can't believe it happened. I had a tube and I was putting it into a rack in a freezer, and this tube dropped through 2 layers of freezer racks and into a centrifuge that was spinning below it that had a hole this big, just about the size of a quarter. And it went through 2 racks and took out every tube that was in that spinning centrifuge. If I had tried to drop the tube in, and my poor colleague, it took out 3 days of her work, and it was so awful that we laughed. We just laughed. We couldn't believe that we had done this, and it was like, well, start over. That's why they call it research, because you redo it all the time. The first lab technique that I really mastered was making in vitro translation extract from wheat germ. Yeah, I had a recipe. I had to go to articles, I had to go to books, I had to figure out molarity, I had to grind up the wheat, I had to find the wheat because it wasn't like you could find wheat germ. Ironically, it was in Kansas, and I got the wheat from Minnesota, and I made in vitro translation extract. And it worked.